lots of good reasons. A mother of 5 that had just lost it. But if this woman could turn herself around, maybe you get a sense of what you can do with yourself. She went to Unleash the Power Within, and here's her story. Take a look. I think it'll inspire you.
I'm from Brazil. I was born in Rio de Janeiro. I began surfing at 48 years old. After having 5 daughters, after being a grandmother, I've been into surfing competition for the last year. I won the Brazilian Championship twice, and I'm now 6th in the world in my category. Life is not about you controlling things, but flowing with what happens. I usually say I swim better than I walk, and that's true. Can all rewrite our stories. That's one of the biggest things I got from Tony. I got out of the victim side of it and see that, wow, I got it. I did it. When I was 45 days old, my mom and dad, they went to a farm, a family farm. Electricity was off that day, and she lighted a candle and fell asleep with me on the floor, a mattress by the floor. Then the candle accidentally dropped the point of my blanket, and it burned instantly. And she woke up with black smoke everywhere. She called my dad, and he came, and it was almost fading. There was no chance that they could save me with my leg, so they had to amputate it right away. My mom got into depression, and she has been fighting with it for her life. A lot of money was needed after that. Treatments are so expensive. So their marriage didn't handle that. Lots of things, sad things happened after that. It was a lot of bullying, a lot of pain, a lot of emotional despair. I couldn't live the same childhood as everyone. I felt guilty because of my mom's emotional health, and I felt like it was my fault for a long time. When I was 20 years old, my mom was super depressed. My dad was into drinking, and I wanted to escape so hard. I re-encountered a friend of mine from my childhood. We fell in love, and then I got pregnant, which I couldn't even imagine that it was possible. And went with him to a farm in the middle of almost nowhere. For 7 years, we've stayed without electricity, and 2 years I got pregnant. So during this time, for some reason, there was a voice inside and saying there was more for me, but it was hurting me from inside. My marriage at that point, we had a great connection, but I was feeling inside myself super disconnected from him because he really wanted to live that life still. And I wasn't there anymore. My soul, my heart wasn't there anymore. And I began to feel super depressed. And that was so intense inside myself because I was walking on my knees with no good legs to walk on and without support of people, and money was a huge issue. So I went through lack in deeper levels. Children were growing up. They were beautiful, awesome girls, but that idea of not being there would be better for them was connected to the idea that if I couldn't be good to them, because I was raised by a mom that was super amazing, strong woman, but she was going through depression and feeling the same and making them go through what I had gone through. It was something that I couldn't cope with, I couldn't deal with. I thought about killing myself many times and go through it. This is a part of my life that I'm not proud of. My life changed when my friend Don Watson invited me to go to Unleash the Power Within. When I first arrived there, I saw thousands of people. It was huge. And at that time, I didn't know anything about Tony Robbins, but I needed answers. Being around people that are committed to change was mind-blowing and life-changing and relieving. Seeing that it was possible to live a life that you can be happy, you can be wealthy, you can be healthy. One of the things that I had a huge impact was rewriting my story in a new, empowered way and making peace with my past. Understanding that beliefs can shape your future, shape your life, shape your daily habits. so many things that he gave me, I reconnected to who I was in a way. Life before was something that happened to me. Now it happens for me and with me, and I want to be part of the intention and heal my relationship. So that was a huge part of that. Going to my mom and healing that. Going to my girls, I remember coming there and getting on my knees and looking at my daughter, my oldest one, and saying, I'm sorry, please forgive me. And making those adjustments so that my future would not be haunted by my past. And being that state where I can look from a different place made me look to my past and be super grateful for everything, because now I'm a super strong coach. I'm a super powerful person because I went through things that I can look into people's eyes and know what they have gone through. After Tony's event, one of the visions that I had inside was surfing. So there was this beautiful foundation that helps people with disabilities to empower themselves through surfing. And I began taking classes. You discover that you're way more capable of what you thought. And sometimes the ocean just brings you out, and you have also to face how small you are towards everything. Surfing also gave me something I didn't expect, a relationship. What Master brought to my life is things. He's so present, he's so deep in the way he sees things. Because he's a surfer, he has the same passion that I have. And sometimes we're in the water and we look at each other and go like, oh my gosh, we're here. And so much fun. And I'm truly happy with him. Who's the better surfer? I am. Life is supposed to be joyful. Life is supposed to be fun. Surfing is the tool that I have that puts me into that space like that. My girls, they say, Mom, you taught us that we can do everything. I'm super deeply grateful for that.
Give it up for Maria, ladies and gentlemen. Whoa. Maria, thank you for sharing with us your story. It's so amazing to see the changes you've gone in. Tell us, what's it like to go from feeling so depressed and feeling the way you did, and having your 5 kids and feeling not enough, to where you are right now? What's the difference in you for people to know?
Thanks, Tony, for everything you did to my life.
Well, you did it. I'm glad I helped.
So many people, you're part of it.
Thank you.
Well, I could say so many things, but internally, as you said, is the decision. You make the commitment with yourself. I have that feeling that I survived for a reason.
Yes.
So at some point I said, I have a reason to be here. I have to make that happen.
Yes.
So I did it many times. Waves, like the ocean, life keeps happening, right? All the time. Never stops. It's not like I get it all done, all figured out.
Yeah.
The waves come and I learn how to surf and I'm better at it each time.
That's life. Life gives us waves, and we got to surf those waves. What would you say to somebody who's here saying, I don't know if I could really change my life? What would you tell them about why they should go to the UBW? Because it's our last day. It's our last chance. We just have that last gentleman. And there's no question he could change his life, but he didn't make that decision. He's in that state. What would you say to people, push him over the edge so they give themselves this gift? Because I know you know what it means, and I know Dawn does too.
I know what it means. I would say so many things, but it's the quote, the sentence that comes is, life will never be the same for sure. And you have to understand that this is a blessing. Yes. You're getting to really experience life, not even through you, through other people as well. Yes. Because sometimes you just don't know.
Yes.
You just don't know. You're lost. You are depressed. You are in pain.
Yes.
You see people's changes, and you see through them my life. People see my life and go like, I can change. I can make a difference. Today, I live free of the depression, of the feeling of I'm not enough. I always find myself in. I always get myself up.
Yes. That's awesome. Congratulations. And give my love to Dawn. I'm so touched that she got you involved. When I can help someone else and then they get someone else to help out, that is my happiest gift. We each one teach one, and I know you're passing it on to your loved ones as well. Give her a big hand from Maria, everybody.
Thank you so much.